Howdy folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're saddling up and riding back in time to one of the most decisive and, frankly, wildest battles in American history, the Battle of San Jacinto. Forget what you think you know about long, drawn-out warfare. This was a lightning-fast clash that changed the map of North America forever. It all goes down in April of 1836. Texas is in the midst of a revolution, fighting for independence from Mexico. The situation is dire. Just a few weeks earlier, the defenders of the Alamo were wiped out, and another Texan force was executed at the Goliad massacre. The Texan Army, led by General Sam Houston, is in full retreat. They're not just retreating. They're being relentlessly pursued by the formidable Mexican army, commanded by none other than the President of Mexico himself, General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna. Santa Anna is confident, maybe a little too confident. He sees the Texans as rebels on the run, and he's determined to crush their little rebellion once and for all. The Texan soldiers are a ragtag bunch. They're farmers, settlers, and volunteers, many of whom are sick, hungry, and demoralized. Their families are fleeing ahead of them in what became known as the runaway scrape. Panic is setting in. Many of Houston's own men are starting to call him a coward for constantly retreating. They want to stand and fight, but Sam Houston is a shrewd commander. He's not running without a plan. He's waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect ground, to turn the tables on his overconfident pursuer. He's drawing Santa Anna deeper into Texas, stretching the Mexican supply lines thin and wearing down their forces. It's a high-stakes gamble. Finally, near the banks of the San Jacinto River, Houston finds the spot he's been looking for. It's a marshy piece of land, bordered by the river and bayous. It's a natural trap. On April 20th, the Texan Army makes camp in a grove of oak trees, their backs protected by the terrain. Across a grassy field, Santa Anna's army arrives and sets up their own camp. They're tired from the forced march. Santa Anna chooses a location that's actually pretty vulnerable, with a swamp to their rear. He believes the Texans are cornered and defeated. He's about to make a critical error in judgment. That afternoon, there's a small skirmish. A Texan cavalry charge almost gets out of hand, but it ends with both sides pulling back. For the rest of the day, an uneasy calm settles over the two camps. The Texans are outnumbered, but they're filled with a burning desire for revenge for the Alamo and Goliad. The next morning, April 21st, the Texans wake up ready for a fight, but Houston holds them back. He waits. And he waits. The morning passes. Noon comes and goes. The Mexican army, seeing no sign of an attack, starts to relax. It's siesta time. Many of the soldiers are sleeping, cooking, or watering their horses. Crucially, General Santa Anna himself retires to his tent for a nap. He hasn't posted enough sentries. He's convinced that the Texans wouldn't dare attack his superior force. It's a lapse in discipline that will cost him everything. This is the moment Sam Houston has been waiting for. Around 3:30 in the afternoon, while the Mexican camp is at its most vulnerable, Houston gives the order. He rides his horse in front of his roughly 900 men and declares, "Trust in God and fear not." The victims of the Alamo and the dead of Goliad cry out for vengeance. The Texan battle line begins to advance silently across the open field. They get shockingly close to the Mexican camp before they are spotted. A single fife and drum start playing a popular tune, "Will You Come to the Bower?" Then, the Texan artillery, two cannons nicknamed the Twin Sisters, fires into the Mexican barricades. All at once, the Texan line lets out a roar. With shouts of "Remember the Alamo" and "Remember Goliad," the Texans charge. The surprise is total and absolute. Mexican soldiers are scrambling from their tents, completely disoriented. The Texan line crashes into their camp, firing their rifles at point-blank range and then using them as clubs. The Mexican defense collapses almost instantly. There's no time to form proper battle lines. Soldiers are cut down as they try to grab their weapons. The battle quickly turns into a rout. Organized resistance lasts for mere minutes before panicked Mexican soldiers start to flee in every direction. Many run towards the swamp and bayou behind their camp, hoping to escape. But there's no way out. The marsh becomes a scene of chaos as Texan soldiers pursue them, fueled by weeks of anger and frustration. The battle itself was incredibly short, lasting only about 18 minutes. But the aftermath was brutal. The pursuit of the fleeing soldiers continued until dusk. When the dust settled, the Texan casualties were astonishingly light, about 9 killed and 30 wounded. The Mexican losses, however, were catastrophic. Over 600 were killed, and more than 700 were taken prisoner. But where was General Santa Anna? In the confusion, he had managed to slip away. He swapped his ornate general's uniform for that of a common soldier and tried to escape. The next day, a Texan patrol found a group of Mexican soldiers hiding in the grass. One of them didn't quite fit in. When they brought the prisoners back to the Texan camp, the other Mexican soldiers began to salute this one man, exclaiming, "El Presidente!" They had inadvertently revealed the identity of their captured commander. Sam Houston, himself wounded in the ankle, now had the President of Mexico as his prisoner. The capture of Santa Anna was the final nail in the coffin. In exchange for his life, Santa Anna was forced to sign the Treaties of Velasco. These treaties ordered all Mexican troops to withdraw south of the Rio Grande, and in a secret second treaty, recognized the full independence of the Republic of Texas. Just like that, in a battle that lasted less time than a lunch break, Texas had won its independence. The Battle of San Jacinto is a stunning example of how strategy, timing, and a thirst for vengeance can overcome seemingly impossible odds. It secured the future of Texas and paved the way for its eventual annexation into the United States, changing the course of history forever. Thank you so much for joining me on this trip back in time. If you enjoyed this story, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more deep dives into history's most incredible moments. Let me know in the comments what battle you'd like to see covered next. Until then, stay curious and remember the Alamo.